In a fast-moving film, clouds scud across the sky over a Scottish glen, and the arch of a rainbow sprints across the distant hills. A title reads, Rowan Rock. Seen from high above, a rowan tree grows through a craggy 4-metre-high rock, its roots creating dark crevices in the grey stone. Lindsey, wearing a red jumper, lies along a crevice attached to the tree by a black abseil line and a climbing harness. She pushes away with her feet and lies back parallel to the mossy ground. Viewed through the spiky leaves, she wraps herself over the rock, sits up on its sharply sloping surface. She lies folded over it, head towards the ground, hangs from the rope over the sharp edge, then diagonally along the dark gash of the crevice. She pushes her hands against the rough stone and arches her head back to look at the uneven ground beneath her, twists round and sits upright, her red jumper pressed against the grey rock. She lies head first between the arching branches. Dappled shadow ripples delicately across her hands. She pushes away with her toes, arching back with reaching arms, twists and lowers flat against the rock, looking over the sharp ledge, one foot hooked back towards her head. She rolls and hangs on the sloping edge, arching backwards in a C shape. The wind blows through the branches of a solitary tree as she lies with her head on her arm, a relaxed smile on her face. Her hand lies upturned on the mossy rock face. Viewed from a distance, she lies on her side and her legs dangle over the sharp edge of the ledge near to the ground. She arches to the side and her body lifts rigidly parallel with the sloping surface of the rock. She rolls onto her back and round, arching away from the rock and circling from the waist. Supported by the rope and the harness, she leans back, arms reaching towards the rough grass beneath her. Folds forward and turns to perch on the edge, looking out over the wind-blown glen. A view circling the tree from high above shows it isolated in the rough landscape, with just a few sheep dotted white among the rich green of the surrounding fields. Lindsey lies back, balancing on the edge of the rock. From above, the tree is dense, with a full growth of leaves. Lindsey stands on the sloping rock, tilted back with her arms reaching overhead. Her spine ripples and her arms undulate as she walks away across the rock face and turns with a balletic grace, arms open, one knee folded and lifting slowly to her waist. She balances on one foot, drops to her knees and folds backwards, her head hanging, arms reaching. Clouds race across the sky from over a distant hill as the sun begins to set and credits appear. Choreographer and performer Lindsey Butcher. Cinematography Mark Morreau. Sound design Scott Smith. Research supported by Arts Council England. With thanks to Jonathan Campbell, Joe and Alan Graham. Filmed on location in Glen Esk, Angus, Scotland. Audio description for VocalEyes by Willie Elliott.